Amistad and Harper Audio present Surviving Paris, a memoir of healing in the City of Light by Rob and Allison Davis. This is the author. For Tiffany Ilana Glover, the world was robbed of your presence, personality, talent, and humor far too soon. You continue to be one of my biggest inspirations. Disclaimer. This is my story as I remember it. Chapter 1. Best Weekend of My Life. My feet pounded the cobblestone streets. All around me, families snapped smiling photos, and lovers, hand in hand, secured locks on the nearby bridge. Beer bottles tinkled in the distance, the noise mingling with laughter wafting up from the banks of the Seine. The Eiffel Tower illuminated the city, shining its rotating spotlight. It's no wonder Paris attracts the most tourists out of anywhere in the world. Its beauty is enchanting. From the imposing Cathedral de Notre Dame, with its snarling gargoyles, to the warm glow of the Louvre's glass pyramid, everywhere you turn, there's a sight even better than the last. For 2 weeks, the city at night was my playground. I would leave my office across the road, drop my work bag inside my front door, change into my beat-up white Chuck Taylors, and hit the streets. I walked for hours, but my feet didn't ache. In fact, I couldn't feel anything at all. Walking, roaming, wandering, often not arriving home until 3 a.m., sleeping only 2 to 3 hours before waking to head to work, to start it all over again. The soles of my Chucks wore down from the many miles of walking with no destination or purpose, as I tried to block out the thoughts in my head by doing the only thing I knew that could relieve some stress. I roamed from Rue de la Pompe in the posh 16th arrondissement, with its massive Haussmannian stone buildings, to the elaborate shop windows of the normally bustling department stores on Boulevard Haussmann in the 9th, to street buskers performing at Saint-Michel in the 5th, my eyes drinking in as much as they could. People flagged down taxis and staggered to catch the last metro train of the night. I inhaled the sweet smell of batter as men in aprons cooked crepes on street corners. It almost made up for the smell of urine, persistent in certain parts of the city, especially this time of night. I skirted tourists taking photos, not wanting my face, ghost-like and solemn, in the background. I watched stores lock up for the evening, pulling down their heavy metal gates. All for a few hours of distraction from the good night's sleep I knew would never come. I was in a trance, almost sleepwalking, but also intoxicated and overwhelmed by the sights. The weather was crisp, but not cold. Spring had arrived in the city, and all I needed was my trench coat, wrapped tightly around me. I tied it tight, then tighter, and even tighter, not only to shield myself from the midnight breeze, but also to hold me in its embrace like a security blanket. As I tied my coat, my arm brushed lightly against my chest. The imposter was still there. I was waiting on my biopsy results. There's no way a doctor would make you wait 2 weeks if the lump was malignant, my friends said. Everyone assured me it would be okay. The 2 weeks of torture would end my nightmare. After being poked and prodded, after multiple medical tests and sleepless nights, on June 25th, 2018, for better or for worse, I would know my fate. The nightmare could end, or a new chapter would begin. Anxiety gripped me every single moment of the day, and insomnia gripped me every single night. Arriving back at my small split-level studio at 3 a.m., I climbed the steep, winding stairs to the lofted sleeping area. I lay awake in the darkness, hoping for a tiny bit of rest. Some nights, sleep came fast, albeit a restless sleep plagued with nightmares. Other nights, I stared at the sloped ceiling, a mere 2 feet from my face, silent tears rolling down my cheeks, hoping that sleep, or the dawn, would soon come. Open any American in Paris book, and you'll read how, on their second day in the City of Light, at a charming outdoor cafe, over a latte with a foamy heart in the middle, they locked eyes with a dashing young Parisian man who would sweep them off their feet.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?